intelligence failure in American history. We didn't realize that our main ally had lost the support of his people. We didn't realize that for 5 years, our main ally was secretly getting cancer treatments. We didn't appreciate the impact the cassettes that Khomeini was sending over were having on fomenting a revolution. The question is, could the Shah have been saved? I think he could not have. I don't think Carter lost Iran any more than Eisenhower lost Cuba to Castro. But the intelligence failures were awful, and it's very difficult to make decisions when you have such poor intelligence. Number two, what triggered the crisis, what led to the brave people here, and Seifert was among them, believe it or not, was of course the introduction of the Shah back into the United States for medical treatment. It's very important, and I documented here, it's unassailable. The last holdout in letting the Shah back was the president. Every advisor said, you have to do it, he's been our principal ally, it's only for medical care. And Carter said, what happens if I let him in and they take our diplomats as hostage? Literally, he said, what I do then? And pressure from outside, Kissinger, David Rockefeller, and inside was intense. One or two other points. Could the mission have still gone forward with 5 helicopters? 6 was the minimum. Ed and I have discussed this. And Beckwith was given that option. Colonel Kyle, who was the leading person on the ground, organizing the helicopters, said, can't we go with 5? It'll be 20 less men, but we can still do it. And Beckwith made the decision, 6 or none. So that was a very seminal decision as well. And last, you saw the election results, of course, 6 states, the District of Columbia. It's very important to realize the last weekend before the election on Tuesday, when we were in Chicago, the results, not of our polls, CBS, NBC, were that Carter had recovered from a poor debate performance. He was equal or ahead in gaining strength. We got this last offer from Iran when we were in the Chicago Hilton, and I felt he should not have gone back. We should have read it and said it's not sufficient, or as Jerry suggested, if he did go back, blast the hell out of him. Instead, he came back and brought the whole hostage crisis back. And when Carter said, I can't guarantee when they come back, his support simply collapsed. But from start to finish, he was very courageous. He made the seminal decision that the hostages and their lives were more important than the national honor. I suggested, and Brzezinski suggested initially, a blockade of Cargo Island where their oil came out of immediately, like Kennedy, and I can use that example, had done in the Cuban Missile Crisis. He decided that was too risky for the hostages. So that is a decision that he made, Commander-in-Chief, that their lives were more important. Could the hostages have been taken out? Possibly with early blockade action. It's also possible they would have all been killed. Only the President of the United States can make that kind of decision.
And